Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Mark's Tarot. Boy, weather is nuts here. We got strong gusty winds, rain. It's 53 degrees, which is not normal. It's cold, it's nasty, and I can't do nothing outside. It's crazy. You hear the wind? It's nuts. It's like crazy wind up here, yo. Back, yeah, I'm always up early. I can't do anything outside. It's like raining, then the sun comes out, then it's windy as heck. It's cold. It's like 53 degrees here. I know that's not cold for you guys, but it's cold for us. We're like waking up to 53. We're like, what the frick is going on here? This ain't Bermuda. Now the sun's up. I literally just came inside because it was raining. I took Diamond outside for her little walk around. And she's like, she goes outside. She's like this. She's like, oh, no, hell no. I'm not going back. I'm going back inside. She took a pee and came running back inside. She was like, no, no. She's like, that ain't happening. So, yeah, it's all good. Decided to come on here for a bit. Shoot the shit with everybody. Change up my title a bit. Change up things. Nothing wrong with change. Change is good. Yep. Switch it up a bit. Why not? I know we said it at the same time. It's good to be in sync. I was gonna go to work tomorrow, but I just don't feel it. I just don't feel like going to work. I'm not quite ready to go back yet. I might go to work on Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Might call my client tonight or tomorrow and tell him, look, I'm gonna come there on Monday or something. I don't want to make any plans first. I want to get the funeral over. I want to get the funeral over and done with first. Once the funeral's over, I'll feel a lot, you know, feel like I can go back to normal again. Yeah. I mean, it's the job that I have to do. It's not like a must do thing. It's just something that has to be done, eventually. My client, he's cool anyway. He's like, look, Mark, when you have time, this is what I got for you. I got all this work for you. You can do it whenever you're ready. He's cool like that. We're close anyway. We're like his kids and I are like family anyway. So they his actually I actually thought about it today because they also know the guy, my friend that passed, because son-in-law, his son-in-law's best friend is my friend's nephew. Yeah, so he knows the nephew. He went to school with the nephew, the youngest one. He went to school with the youngest nephew, and I went to school with all the other guys. So they know, they must have been like, oh yeah, Mark, this is Mark's friend, so we just leave him alone. I think they got the hint, like to not call me or whatever, because I figured out afterwards. I was like, yeah, his son-in-law knows knows Mike anyway. So that's why he hasn't called me anyway. He must have been like, yeah, we'll leave Mark alone. Today I got to take my parents to cousin's funeral later on, 2:00. It's not easy. It is never easy. But it's all good. This fucking bird annoys the shit out of me. Every time I go live, he's out there croaking. That's not even singing, that's croaking. You hear him in the background? Like it's asking for help or something. Help, help. Okay, shoot your ass. Fucking. It's cute, yeah? I can't stand those birds. They shit all over my van. They shit all over the place. They make all that noise. And then, thank God the trash came today. The trash truck came to pick all the trash up early today. They came like an hour ago. When the trash is sitting out there in the morning, those fuckers will like put holes in the bag of the trash, and the trash bags, I mean, and they'll like poke at it and try and get the food, like leftover food and shit. And then when the guys go to grab it, the shit goes everywhere because they destroy the bags. Sometimes in the summertime, and or if the trash is out there for like a whole day, we'll spray like Baygon on it, or like roach spray, so they'll smell it and they'll like leave it alone, because they ruin everything. Birds and rats are like the worst. Birds and rats have ruined this house. The rats came in here like about 3 years ago. The rats got into our generator, mashed up all the wires, made a nest in there, shit and piss all in there. Then the rats came in the house and made a nest when we were away. They got in here somehow, some way. I still don't understand how the hell they got in here. The mother made babies in one of the closets. It was the grossest shit ever. And I got like rat traps, like the ones that snap. I went online, and this old guy said to put an almond on there. Like I drilled a hole with the drill. My voice is all messed up. I drilled a hole with the drill. Yeah, I know it's gross. Trust me. And I stuck the almond on the trap, so that way when they grab the almond, like it snaps them. and kills their asses. But I had to like, um, I was killing like rats every day on those traps. I had to, or else they're gonna destroy the house. They were everywhere. They were unbelievably crazy. They went inside, the trash cans that hold the trash bags, like the Rubbermaid ones that are really like hard rubber. They went they like ate a hole underneath. They went through the ground. They dug a hole, right? They went underneath. They ate through the trash can to get through to the trash because we would put the trash outside so it doesn't stink. But we had like a nice Rubbermaid. Like, yeah, they're relentless. They're unbelievable. Their jaws are like saws. Like, it's unbelievable. We came out one day and there was three big holes on the trash can, and the trash was all eaten up from them. The biggest rat I caught was like over a foot long. And then this guy came here and he put up like rat poison in the trees because we have a lot of trees around here. So he like, yeah, there's like it's like a piece like this, and it's got like a hole in the middle. So you put like the wire through it. Yeah, a foot long. That's the biggest one I caught. I have pictures of. So he tied him to the trees, and about like a month later, we never saw another rat, and all the poison was eaten. It was ridiculous, man. It was too much. Everybody was complaining around here. We even got like natural resources, environment people to come with like traps to kill them all because it was ridiculous. There's too many of them. They were like ruining people's houses, costing us thousands of dollars. My AC, right, was on top of the roof here, right? These fuckers climbed up to the roof, right? Went into the AC, right? And they they took like around the AC condenser thing, there's like a rubber piece, right? That holds the condenser together so it wouldn't so it keeps like, it's safe or whatever. I don't know what it's really for, but it's got rubber on there. That fucker went in the AC. He bit the rubber off to make a nest, right? They would go up there, get the rubber, go make their nest somewhere else. And then one day I turned on my AC and all I hear is pop, 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 pop. And I'm like, what the fuck? This thing's brand new. So I go out there, I take off the top, and the rubber is all eaten. And the thing was flapping like this when the AC was on. It was making all this noise. I had to rip the rubber off. It's unbelievable. They went up into the roof, like to get to it. We have like a big generator. They ruined our generator. They went underneath the generator. I had to put like brackets underneath the generator to close it off so they can't get in there. Yeah. It was so bad 3 years ago. It was unbelievable. And I must have gotten rid of at least 60 rats. And they weren't small either. They were big. Like I had to get the big ones. The little ones, I felt bad. Like I didn't want to do anything to the poor little ones. They ain't got no brains. But the big ones, they're relentless. They're like the most nastiest creatures on earth. They're gross. And all they did was ruin everything around here. They completely destroyed everything. Trash cans, generators, ACs. They made a nest in the closet. Like, you know how these kids have the Nerf guns and the Nerf bullets? They would like get those Nerf bullets and make nests out of them. They would like crunch them all up with their teeth and like they use that for their nest. It was crazy. When we opened up the closet when we came back from away, we're like, what the hell? So the mother rat left the babies abandoned like inside the closet. So we took the babies outside and I threw them in the trees. Like I didn't throw them in the trees, but I put them in the trees because I felt bad for them. I feel bad for them, but I don't because they ruined our house like and cost us thousands of dollars. So 2 days ago, yeah, it was Sunday, but today is Thursday, right? Yeah, Sunday night. Me and my nephew were outside and we were talking outside and I was like with the dog and stuff and we were outside and over here like all this stuff was racket in the trees, right? All you see is two rats fighting in the trees going up the palm tree like this. and they were huge. They looked like cats. And we were like, oh yeah. They were like, Uncle Mark, you got to kill the rats again. They're back. And I'm like, well, they're not going to get into anything anymore, so I'm not going to kill them anymore. I don't really care. As long as they don't come over here, we're good. But since I've, made everything rat proof, then we haven't had any problems since. So there's no need to like kill anymore because I don't like killing animals. But I have no remorse for rats because they destroy the house. Birds are annoying too, but that's why I have to watch out where I put like traps and stuff because it'll catch the birds, which I don't want to do. That's why I put it out at night when the birds aren't around. Got to be very careful. But the birds are stupid too. Like they do a lot of bad things too. Like all these trees around here, and you want to like mess up our house? Like really? Like go in the trees. Like leave us alone. Leave the damn house alone. They cost us a lot of money. They ruined the generator. They ruined the ACs. They ruined the trash cans. They're a pain in the ass. But it's all good though. It's a part of living next to trees and big ass nature reserve place we have over here. But I solved the problem. I cut the trees back like 20 feet. So that way they don't hang out next to the house. So it worked. My idea worked. So it's good. Now we have a lot of cats around here, so the cats will catch them. That's why I don't like to do anything to the cats. Even though the cats bother the dog, the cats are good to have in the trees there. There's like 3 of them around, so they'll catch the rats. So I don't need to kill the rats anymore because the cats will get to them. So we're good. Becca, you want a message, sweetie? Just let me know what you want if you want a message. What's the matter? My dog's all worried because she hears all the wind. And she's hearing a lot of things. So she's like, who the heck's outside? Yeah, sure. Okay. I keep the rose cards in this little pouch. It doesn't come. These didn't come with a box. So I put them in that pouch so they don't get messed up. I don't think I've ever used these cards this much. Yeah, I know. They are a luxury. They're the most expensive deck I have. I can't wait to like get my other place all hooked up over there once this is all done because she gave me so many like gifts that I can like she gave me like what do you call those things? Like backdrops. That's what they're called. She gave me like backdrops. So I'm gonna put them all up all over the wall and stuff. She gave me like 3 or 4 of them. There's some that I've never used, so I can't wait to like put them all up. The fuck? I don't know why everybody keeps getting this damn card. It's like the card. Yeah, it's like the card of the year. I keep getting this card for everybody. Celebration. But the rest of the cards don't. I mean, I still get I miss you. Right? You got this the other day, I think. but somebody did. You got I miss you, celebration, and unstable. This obviously could be the person you're dealing with is unstable. They miss you and they want to celebrate with you. They want that coochie. Or this could be you feeling unstable about missing someone that you want to celebrate with. And on the bottom, you got dancing through my dreams. Yeah, my reaction. My reaction kills a lot of people. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Could be you know who. Baby daddy, feeling unstable, missing you. That's why he wants booty call action. But you're like, you ain't celebrating with this coochie. I don't blame you. Because as soon as they get the coochie, they go right back to stupid again. I know that's how it is. Trust me. I know. You know anyway. You're not dumb. So I know a lot of people that say, yeah, he came, got the coochie, and that was it. You got asked out on a date, but you don't know how you feel about it. Ooh, that's nice. Hey, at least you got asked out on a date. We can check if you want. Let me check to see if it's going to be a good idea. Tyler. Okay, let's go check Tyler. Yeah. Looks like there's gonna be more communication. Like he's gonna I don't get nothing bad here, to be honest. I got all good stuff. It looks like there's gonna be a lot more communication between you and him. Like he's the type of person that he loves his family. He wants to be family oriented. He wants to be content. He likes family life. Looks like he's happy being at home. He has support by people around him and stuff like that. His self-esteem is good. It looks like he's trying to like release himself from like his last relationship, because his last relationship made him feel really bad, or he had like a divorce, or he had like a bad breakup. So he's like understanding that, you know, he has to move on. And that's why he's starting to date again, or he wants to date again, because, you know, he's reaching towards like, you know, getting out of his like bad thoughts of being in a relationship. So it looks like he wants to date again because he used to be in a bad relationship. He also might have a child or a family. If he doesn't, he wants that, or he doesn't mind being in a family with someone else. Seems like he's a very kind person and he's timid also. But like he could be a type of person that is on and off. Like he'll be one day he'll be really cool, the next day he'll be like blah. And getting to know him would be the better situation, because if you see like his off and on behavior, it might turn you off. But you know, that's a normal thing. People are like that. But he looks like the type of person that when he feels pressure, he turns off from everyone. So he needs to regroup and come back. Like he looks like he can't take like pressure. He's timid. Like he doesn't really want to like do too much because he thinks he's gonna get hurt. Which is understandable, but he seems like, you know, a good person. It's just that he doesn't want to be too good and then, you know, get hurt again. So he's going to be timid in his actions. He's going to be like on and off. So if he feels pressure, he won't be as active. He'll be like, okay, let me step back. Let me just pull back, you know. Yeah, he's a timid person. So the reason he's timid is because he's been through a lot of bullshit and he doesn't want to be too kind too quick, or he doesn't want to be too kind all the time because he knows it's not going to work. But he seems like a good person. I don't get nothing bad at all. I just think that, he's been through bullshit in the past like everybody else, but he handles it a different way. He sees things a different way, handles things a different way. But otherwise, that I don't get nothing bad at all. So I would say go for it. Why not? It's up to you, really. He asks you, I feel like he's gonna communicate with you, and it's gonna be like an enjoyable date. It'll be an enjoyable conversation. You'll enjoy his company. Just know that he'll pull back when he feels too, timid, or he feels like your might things might not be going the way he wants to, and he might tell you about like his past relationships and things like that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think that you'll communicate. I think your communication with him would be good. Like once you get to like know him, yeah, yeah, you are. Why not? Yeah, take you out, sure. Go for it. I see that if you do, it'll be fun. You'll love the conversation. You'll be happy. Like you guys will have good conversation, and he'll talk about family and friends and community and things like that. It'll be like-minded conversations. I don't get nothing bad at all, to be honest. I would go for it if I was you. Why not? Fuck it. I don't get nothing bad. So that doesn't mean, yeah, exactly. Why not? I would go if I were you. Why not? Well, I mean, cancer guys, now that you said that, cancer guys are very timid. They need to they'll make the first move, but they want the woman to like, proceed. Like they need reassurance. They need like a woman to say, they woman to do 50-50, because they're not the type of guys that's going to keep coming after you if they don't get no activity in return. So if you keep the communication going, they'll get excited. I mean, excited. Sorry. Cancer guys, you gotta watch out for them because they are timid and they are like, worried about, getting hurt too much, or like they want to do a lot for the woman, but but as soon as they get like a little bit of hurt, they switch up, and then they start to like get suspicious, and they won't be as active. They'll get an attitude and they'll be like, huh, I don't know if I should go after this woman, like, because she's kind of giving me off vibes. And then it might not be as bad as they think. And then the woman calls them and they'll be like, oh yeah, they love me. Hey, they're weird like that. They have like an emotional unbalance. But hey, that's cool though. People are like that. Yeah, but that's not his say though. You can't, it doesn't, if he, like, but that's the thing. If you keep worrying about him and what he wants, you're never going to get what you want. You do whatever you want, you have to do. Fuck that. Don't worry about him. Can you ask what? Real? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. I'm sure she will. All right, let's check. it's kind of up in the air. I think she wants to, but I don't think that she'll like I think she's gonna say no to this weekend. Especially if you say you're going out on a date and be honest about it, like, oh, I'm going on a date with somebody, I need you to check that the shit's gonna be like, ah, nah. Like she might feel kind of some type of way, like like she's getting caught up with the son, like the grandson, like him, the baby daddy should be doing like going against him. You know what I mean? So if you say to the grandma, "Look, I'm going out on a date. Can you watch Caden?" She's gonna be like, I can't," you know. And I think that she'll fear that baby daddy would say something to her. That's what I'm getting. So I wouldn't say anything if I was you. I would just say, look, I have to go to a meeting, and I mean, I know it's lying, but still, you don't have to let nobody know your business. But I mean, if you do say that, that's up to you. The thing is he doesn't want you to have somebody else. I've already told you that. I got that again. I got the Five of Pentacles there in the middle, and I got him King of Swords, and I got the grandma saying, no, I don't want to get in between none of this bullshit. Yeah, I keep getting Five of Pentacles. And that to me is like she doesn't want to do it because she doesn't want to get in between anything and cause any problems, which is understandable. Because the first thing she's going to do is call baby daddy and say, hey, look, Becca called me and wants me to take care of Caden. And, oh, yeah, ask her where she's going. Oh, well, she said she's going on a date or something like that, or she's got a meeting. Oh, yeah, fuck that. Don't do it. So it's like grandma doesn't really want to get caught up in that situation, which is, somewhat understandable. But at the same time, well, some people are like that. Some guys are like that, and some women are like that. If they can't have you, nobody can have you. That's how people are. It's stupid. But I have a suggestion if you want it, but it's up to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to do that, but whereas you don't need a babysitter. So it's up to you. You don't need nobody to take care of them. You can do it. You either do it. My suggestion is this, but I don't know how comfortable you feel about it. But the only thing I can suggest is that you can say to him, hey, look, to the guy, Tyler, you can say, hey, look, I can't find anybody to take care of my boy because, they're all dramatic and all these people are crazy. So if you would like, you can come over to my place and we can just like order takeout and get to know each other or whatever. So that way Caden's sleeping and you get to be on the date no matter what. But that's totally up to you. I know you don't really know him like that, but that's the only suggestion that I have. Whereas you don't have to depend on somebody taking care of your child. So that's totally up to you. But I know you don't really know him like that, so I don't know how yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, like, go for it. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Right, exactly. So if you, my suggestion is to get to know him a bit and see what happens. At the end of the day, that's it's a suggestion that you can have because you're in the situation you're in. You can do it that way. That's the only other thing that I can think of where you don't have to have somebody dealing with your son. At least like he'll be sleeping while you're home getting takeout or something like that. You get something to eat, hang out with him for a bit, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, I would rather do what I just said. If I was in that situation, I don't even want a babysitter to take care of my child. That ain't happening. I want to take care of my own child. I don't like babysitters and all that stuff. See, I'm different. I've took care of all my nephews. So my nephews have all been in my care because they trust me, and their parents, obviously my sisters and brothers, know that I'll take care of them. I'm not going to do anything to them, obviously. But an outside babysitter is not very, it's not a good thing unless you know the person, like how uncles, aunts, things like that. But in your situation, that's a suggestion that I would say you can do. At the end of the day, if he says yes, that means that he doesn't mind coming to your place, having dinner or something, or takeout or pizza or whatever, and then your son is still there with you in your care, and he's sleeping while you're, on a date. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Right. So, and then you also have to make sure that you and that guy line up when he's not there, when Caden's not there. So it's like a situation whereas if you do it yourself, that's up to you. But I know you don't know the guy like that, so that all depends. So that's my suggestion. I know it's kind of difficult because you don't want to invite a stranger to your house or somebody like that's not that well. So it all depends. I'd do it. If I was in your situation, I'd do it. At the end of the day, yeah, yeah, exactly. Just do it where you don't have to deal with asking somebody else. There's always a way around it. You know what I mean? When he goes back to school next week, or whenever he goes back to school, hook up a lunch date with the guy and see if you guys can get together and have coffee or something like that. It doesn't make a difference. You don't have to do it where, because that way you're not involving them to take care of your child. Your child is already being taken care of in school, and you work around the situation. And then once you get comfortable with him, then you can invite him to your house. Obviously, I know that that's not a good thing to do when you don't know somebody. I wouldn't want nobody around my children or my home if they don't know, if I don't know them like that. But if you can hold off and just communicate and wait till he goes back to school and then do it in the lunchtime, then that'll be fine. Like I said, there's always ways, there's always options. Don't think that you need just that option. That's not the right option. So getting them involved and then telling them about your business, because they're gonna be like, yeah, no way, So you can do all that shit on your own. Don't ever think that you need someone to take care of your child in order for you to move on with somebody else. Because if you think that, you're gonna embed that in your brain. So you've just given yourself a good suggestion. You can do lunch dates or breakfast dates while he's at school, and I can see him on Sundays potentially. There you go. You solved your own problem. See, you're good to go. You're smart after all. See, see what happens when you talk to me. You start to realize that okay, yeah, I can do that. Marky's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, that's cool. I can do that too. Okay, his brain's zapping mine, so we're gonna be smart now. You got to be independent, sweetheart. It's life. Don't always think that you need that guy or his grandma to make your life easier. It don't work that way. You can always get around it. You can always go around it. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's how it goes. You'll be fine, sweetheart. Trust me. Where there's a will, there's a way. Jennifer, if you're here, you can ask your question, or questions are $5, or you can get a general free message. That's my offers and have been for a while now. And it's only by PayPal only. So I give a message of the day, or you can ask a question for $5. I'll give it to you. I'll give you an in-depth answer to your question. This weather's crazy. Now the sun's out again. It's been raining, sun, raining, sun. Then a gust of wind will come. Now the birds are out singing. This weather's just nuts today. It really is. It's absolutely nuts. It's like 11:20 here. About 2 hours ago, it was like dark skies, raining, wind, and now like the sun's all out. I have Oracle messages, love messages, spirit messages. I have my own deck here to do messages as well. I got all sorts of stuff here, so whatever you guys want, I give whatever message you feel like. Messages. Got a few things here. I actually got this one too. I forgot about this deck. This one here is nice too. It's like big ass cards in a book. I haven't used this one in a while either. It's also another cool deck. Hey Sydney, good morning. How you been, sweetheart? Yes, I'm on early today because the weather has been weird. Very weird. It's sunny right now, but about a couple minutes ago it was raining, and there's more rain coming. I remember it was in tears when he found out, but he acts all I don't care all the time. He does the most. Well, okay. Hopefully she's doing good. The thing is, Becca, a lot of people do that because they don't want to see you with another person. And see, you guys have history. You have a child together, and you were each other's, first true love. So there's always going to be a spot, for each other, and things about each other. So I'm sure you don't like to see him with another woman either, But the thing is, if there is no love lost between you guys, and you're not going to get back together, then what's the sense of like dwelling on it so much? But another thing is a lot of people don't like another person around their child. So that's happened to me before. I used to date a girl a long time ago that had a child from somebody that I knew. And as soon as I started dating her, he got so mad that he took her back. And he's actually with her right now. But all it took was for her to date me for 2 weeks. And then he came right in and said, "No, no, no, no. Mark ain't taking you from me. And Mark ain't gonna be around my damn kid. I want my baby mama back." And he's been with her ever since. And he married her. And he had another child with her. So that's all it takes. See, that's why I don't really go after like people who have children from someone else, because then I already went through that at an early stage. Because there's always that fear of that person going back to the person they had the child with. So that was my situation at an early age. So I always shut myself off from dealing with that. But as I'm older, I know that that's not that's not always the case, and I know not always it's going to be that way. So I still I'm open to dealing with it. But some people's baby daddies are like, they'll threaten you and say, yeah, if you do anything to my kid, I'll beat the crap out of you, I'll kill you. If you treat my baby mama wrong, I'll choke you or whatever. I ain't listening to that shit, like, because I end up, saying, you know what, like, I don't need this drama. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, of course. But see, because Becca says there's still a lot of chemistry, between them, and they can't keep their hands off each other because there's a history. See, so that's not fair to somebody who is, that's not fair to somebody who is trying to date you or trying to be with you, because you're never gonna love that other person 100%. You're still gonna have to deal with that person because they're your baby daddy, and you're gonna see them regardless. And there's gonna be temptation. There's gonna be like a false love. That's why I don't really get myself involved in that. I had a big argument on here not too long ago about that with other women who, like, a lot of women looked at me and said, "Oh, what do you mean you wouldn't date somebody with kids? Like, that's disrespectful." And I'm like, "No, it's disrespectful because it's not disrespectful, it's common sense. If I date you and you're still cool with your baby daddy and he comes there, I'm going to always think about, what are those two doing while I'm not there? Are they still fucking? Are they still cool with each other? Are they still having sex with each other and keeping it on the hush hush? Am I the third wheel? Am I like the guy who's like, yeah, I'll stay with you because I love you, but I don't love him, but I'll fuck him, but still love you? Like, that's not right. That to me is like, that's bullshit. But if you have no ties at all, and I see that, then that's different, right? But how am I gonna know if I don't know you? So I'm gonna have to get to know you. But some women are so sensitive when it comes to that subject. When I say something, they get mad at me. And I'm like, it's not about getting mad, sweetheart. I'm telling you the facts. Now, if I see with my own eyes from dating you for months that you don't have nothing with your baby daddy and we guys can be together, then that's different, right? Don't get mad at me because I'm telling you the truth. And I can't take your word for it. I don't know you. I've only known you for a couple months. You could switch up on me real quick. I don't know. That guy might be coming back to you. It happens all the time. You know how many women come in here and tell me that? That, oh yeah, ever since I've been dating so and so, my baby daddy's been nice to me. Yeah, because they don't want to see nobody else in that coochie. They don't want to see nobody else with their baby mama. You crazy? No way. 9 out of 10 guys don't want that shit. And 9 out of 10 women don't want to see their man with somebody else, especially if they're happy. It's a fact of life, but people get mad at me when I say I don't really want to go that route. It's my choice. I don't want to get hurt. And then you hurt the kid too. Because the kid's gonna look at me and say, "Oh, where's Uncle Mark? Where's Uncle Mark? I liked him. I like him more than my daddy." You think I want to hear that shit and then have the kid see me somewhere and be like, "Hey, Uncle Mark, I wish you was still with my mom because she's still alone and still dealing with my stupid dad." I don't want to hear that, man. That's fucked up. I don't want to be in that situation. And I've already been in that situation before. I'm in that situation right now with my nephews. They look at me as their father figure because their father's deadbeat and he's a piece of shit. So, like, kids get mentally fucked up from that shit. And sometimes kids are like, thank God this guy's out of my life. I have you. We don't need him. Hey Shakima, how you doing, sweetie? You all right? So there's always like that trust factor and that, up and down. So but if you have two people, right? If you have two people who have kids, right? It's better to do that way because at least you know what each other's situation is, right? So if you got a kid and I got a kid and it's not worked out between our baby mamas and daddy, so you can go out with each other and then you'll feel like a better type of way. But if one person doesn't have a child, it's a lot more difficult because what if that person gets attached to your child and then next thing you're broke up and then you've confused the child even more. See, but a lot of people don't take the children's consideration into, take the child's emotions and thoughts into consideration, is what I meant to say. I do. Because I've seen this all happen before. I'm not a dummy. I've seen this shit happen with a lot of people, and I'm not one type of person to deal with it. And I'm also the type of person that if I'm dating you and your baby daddy sees me and says, "Hey, you better treat my baby mama right. You better treat my child right. If I find out, I'll kill you or I'll beat the shit out of you." Now, as soon as he says that to me, that's gonna trigger me, and I'm end up slapping the shit out of him, or we're gonna end up having a fight, or I'm gonna tell him about himself. I'm like, well, if you had a problem with it, then you should be with her and not me, innit? You dumbass. Like I can't handle that. I end up fucking slapping the guy. I'm like, who the fuck you talking to? You better get the fuck away from me. You want to go for a home run? Better get away. Leave me alone. I've had that shit happen to me many a times. I don't like that. Oh, I saw you talking to my baby mama. So what? What are you gonna do about it? Couldn't talk to your baby mama. I talk to people's baby mamas every day. You out of your mind? What you gonna do about it? You know? Leave me alone. You the one who left her, stupid. So that's your fault. That's your fault. That's not my fault. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? What you gotta do? What you gotta do with me? What I gotta do with you? If I'm talking to your baby mama, it's because you left her and you don't want her, right? I don't care. Remember what you said. You're a baby mama. That's all she is to you now. Now her coochie belongs to me, and you gotta get over it. If you can't get over it, that's your problem. Go away. You should have thought about that before you left him. You know? Leave me alone, yo. Fucking irritate me. I've had that happen a few times, and I that's why I don't get involved with that too much. And I hate it because sometimes the person's really nice and I really like them. You know? Yeah, but it's facts though. I'm arguing with some people on here where they never came back to talk to me ever again because they know that what I'm saying is true, but they also know we had a connection or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not gonna disrespect myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Now, if your baby daddy has gotten married to somebody else or he's dating somebody else, I'll feel more secure because he's with somebody else and I can be with you and he's not worried about you because he's with that other person. But if he's lingering in the background and he's still single and you two are still like, around each other, then I'm gonna be like, this isn't a good situation. And even if you're not and he threatens me, then we're gonna have a problem. But you ain't threatening me. I don't know. Now, if he's like twice my size, I'll be like, all right, bro, we good. We good. Now, if I can't beat his ass, if I need a baseball bat to beat him, then, we're going to have a problem. Now, if he's huge and he's bigger than me, and, he's like 300 pounds and he's like 6 foot tall, I'll be like, yeah, bro, what's up, bro? Yeah, we good. Yeah, man, everything's good, bro. We good. Yeah, man, everything's good. If you need anything, let me know, bro. I'll be like, yeah, we good, bro. I treat your baby mom with respect. She ask her, we good. Yeah, your kid. Now you guys are good, man. I took him to, wherever he needs to go. I'll help you out, bro. No problem. We good, bro. We good. Now, if I could beat his ass, he's gonna be in trouble. I'll be like, you talking to? Are you crazy? Nah. If he's one of them big dudes, I'll be like, oh shit. I gotta be cool with baby daddy. We good, bro. We good. Yeah, we good. Hey, you for the Celtics? No, man. I'm not for the Celtics. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm just wearing the hat because I like it. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. But it's not always that easy, Cindy. You know, it's not always that easy. It definitely is not always that easy. I've been in all those situations before because I'm cool with a lot of women. You know, a lot of women are my friends. I have a lot of women friends. I can't help being who I am. I'm a nice person. I just say hello to everybody. I'm cool with a lot of people and all that stuff. So when I see a woman and she's got a baby daddy, they see me talking to him, they automatically think, oh yeah, they're with Mark. Mark's fucking her or something like that. I ain't listening to that shit. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, leave me alone. Some people come up to me, hey, I saw you talking to so and so's baby daddy, my baby mama, blah blah blah. Hey, what's going on between you guys? I'm like, what? Man, get the fuck away from me. I hang up on the person. That's happened to me in the past. It hasn't happened to me lately because I haven't been dating anybody or I don't want to date anybody, to be honest. I like being single. Being single for the past 5 years has been a blessing in my life. I have no headaches. I have nobody aggravating me. I have nobody disrespecting me. I don't have to worry about somebody cheating. I don't have to worry about somebody lying. I'm just taking my time trying to find, I'm not trying to find, but I'm just open to a real person who wants a real relationship. But that's very hard to find these days. So I'll just leave it all alone, love myself, love my family, my nephews, and go about my business. When it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, I really don't give a shit. That's my attitude for the past 5 years. And that's it. I leave it alone. I don't go looking for it. It doesn't come looking for me. And that's it. I'll date while I wait. And that's all I do. Me, meow. What's up, Lorraine the Pain? Yeah, exactly, Cindy. Everybody in this room knows it's not easy. When you date somebody with kids or you date somebody without kids, it's all like a task. It does. You don't need to have kids to have a difficult relationship. Relationships are difficult even if you're single. Lorraine always got to give me details. Look, I ordered breakfast and I'm in bed waiting for it. Why are you telling another man that you're in bed, waiting for your breakfast when you got a man? Huh? Why? Why you got to put that image in my brain? You know? Why you got to do that to me? See, these women, I tell you. See, look, and I'm in my PJs, so I know what's going on. See what I mean? See what I mean? If S knew about this, he'd be like, "Why are you telling this guy you're in your bed waiting for breakfast, and you know, you better not tell nobody giving them images of that coochie." I'm just teasing. You know me. I'm just teasing. Good. Enjoy your breakfast, Lorraine. Enjoy your breakfast in your PJs. Well, see now you went and done it, Cindy. Man. I give Lorraine a hard time. I like to talk shit, man. She knows she can handle my talking shit now. She's good. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, well, she keeps the lingerie for her boyfriend. Poor guy. Feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for that poor guy. Poor snail. Poor dude. He must be like, damn. I wonder where she is. Hi, babe. I'm waiting for breakfast in bed. I'm in my PJs. And he'd be like, oh yeah, can't wait to be there. By the way, I just told Mark. See, like now she says we're not official yet. But yeah, she goes around every day saying, "Oh yeah, we have we're together and this and that." Ding, 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 ding. I swear, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these people. Somebody's in my yard. I don't know who it is. You never said that. Don't make me go and get the don't make me go and get the see that my guard dog's ready. Who's that, baby? Who's that? Watch him, baby. Watch him. Watch him. You said he's my man. What does that mean? When you say he's my man, what does that mean? What does that mean when you say he's my man? Oh, you can call him your man, but you're not officially together. What the frick? That's a new one. I've never heard any woman say, hey, she's manifesting, all right. She manifests deep. That's what it is. Yeah, I can hear the sirens outside on the main road, but I think this is the pool guy. It could be the pool guy, or it could be somebody else dropping off something. Yeah, I know, Becca. She must think she's talking to a dummy. I'm seeing it all. Oh yeah, my man this and my man that and my man this. She even posted him up on Instagram, but we ain't together. It's not official. See what I mean? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Especially a man. Especially how you be talking about having a baby with him and all this shit. He's gotta have good credit. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, hell yeah. What's that credit shit you guys have in America? Credit score? Yeah, go get his credit score, see what that shit comes out to. Yeah, see? There you go. Yeah, that's my brother-in-law. He's putting something inside a van or a truck or something. Hold on a sec. Tell my sister to go on the cameras and find out what he's taking from the house. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Listen, help me fix my credit score before we get into a relationship. Well, yeah. Well, they can say all that good shit. He looks like he's the type of guy that tells you what you want to hear, and you're probably so gullible you're gonna listen to it. But yeah, we got cameras here. So I told my sister to log on to the camera because we don't trust him. Okay. Look, shut up, Mark. That's not the case. So why you ask me for if I'm gonna tell you the truth? Should you be concerned? Of course. See, like now she says, I'm the only other guy in her life. See, if Snail heard that, he'd be jealous. Look, he's not telling me what I want to hear. See what I mean? And why you ask me for my opinion if you don't want to give it? Look, Diamond, you hear this shit? Man, see, even my dog's looking at you like, who? You know what I mean, baby? Do you have a credit score? He's like, look, Marky gives me everything. We're good. It's a good sign, yeah. It's a good sign because he wants to make sure you are not a broke bitch. That's what it is. What guy wants a broke ass woman and he's got to pay for everything? Hell no. You crazy? That's like me. I ain't dating no broke ass woman. You crazy? You think I want a woman that's gonna tell me, "Oh, Mark, can you loan me $20? I gotta go get it." Oh, Mark, can you give me this? Mark, can you give me that? Bitch, you out of your damn mind. Oh, but I love you, baby. I'll give you sex. I'll go on my knee. No, I don't give a fuck about that shit. No, no, you better get your own job and your own life. No, 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 no. There's got to be equal give and take. That's where relationships go wrong. It's finances, credit, things like that. You either have the same amount of money as that person or close to it, or you better be equal. Like be have equal give and take. Hold on a sec. He wants to make sure I have good credit before we get into a relationship. He says because he sees me as his forever and wants to think long haul. He said, "Yeah, but that's the thing. I can tell you the same thing. I can tell a woman right now, oh, I see you as my forever. So you better get your credit score up, where you better get money, because if we want to be together, you know, then we have to be together in a financial way as well, which is very acceptable. But some women are gold diggers. They just want a guy for his money. They sit on their money and use yours. And women are famous for that. And then you have men who do it too. Let me tell I'm talking as a man, right? But there's also men who live off a woman because they know they can. Well, that's the thing. If he's willing to do it, that means he actually cares. He wants to make sure you're financially stable. But if he's dwelling too much on money and your credit score, then that's probably something that's showing you that he's worried about money and stability, and that's a good thing, in my opinion. What's the matter, baby? It's all right, boo boo. It's okay. It's your dumb daddy. We should go out there and kick his ass, but I can't. Mm, we got him. We got him on camera anyway, so we see everything. He knows he's not supposed to take things out of this house because we're going through the divorce. And my sister said he's taking the power washer out of the shed, and he's taking like things out of the house and putting it in a van. Like the lawyers already told him you can't take shit from the house, and he still does whatever he wants. So he's digging his own grave because he bought those things with the joint account. He didn't buy that shit out of his own money because he ain't got no money. It broke as fuck. Uh, I don't know. I don't really. Well, I mean, I think that my opinion is that he's taking care of you. He wants to make sure you're financially stable, and he wants to make sure he can help you. I don't take that as a bad thing, to be honest. I don't take it as a seriously bad thing, but everybody has their own opinions on it. But if he's going to help you with your finances, if you need to be helped and he can help you, then I would say, yeah, that's a good thing. But that's entirely up to, that's entirely up to you how you take it. Some people would take that as a diss. Some people would take it as, a compliment. Oh, see, there you go. You answered your own question. You asked for the help. So he said he's willing to help you. So if you feel like you got to upgrade your score and upgrade your credit and he can help you, then allow him to help you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, he just took more shit out of here. It's all right, baby. It's just a Wangston. You ain't got to worry about him for too much longer. He's so dumb. That guy is really an idiot. My sister said he took the power washer out of here. Like, that power washer don't even belong to you. It belongs to the house. If it doesn't come back, then we're going to have a problem. It's almost like he wants to get, himself in trouble. I don't get it. Okay. Gotcha. That's why I like being him sometimes. Catch him in his bullshit. You won't be getting me. You can have it. I don't care. I don't need your power washer. None of your shit. I got my own shit. It's funny because I bought like a power washer for my jobs, right? Because I do power washing and things like that. So you know what he did? He bought a bigger power washer than me, twice the size, and he can't even lift it up himself. He has to guess it's so big that you need two people to lift it. So he brought his friend here with him, right? His only friend, to come get the power washer because it's so big you need two people to lift it. And why you need that for? When you know, you know. When you don't know, you don't know. Anyway, fuck him. He thinks good thing he shows. He thinks long term wants somebody who can match him. He probably wants good credit to see if it's your best. I had a vision of a baby boy. Oh God. See? You're not official yet, but you're already having a vision of a baby boy. See? You saw it through your third eye. Your third eye. I know where your third eye is. It's not on top of your head. Yeah. Well, like I said, if he's asking that, you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. If a guy wants to help a woman, yeah, her third eye is somewhere else. Yeah, she's thinking about babies and all that. See, she gets too caught up. See, when she gets D, she goes nuts. She's one of those girls that fall in love and thinks about D all day and thinks about her man. And, well, actually, what she says is not official yet, but she calls him his man. See, look, now she's getting mad at me. Look, caps, look. I'm not thinking about babies. I saw a damn vision, Mark. And I'm telling you, you see those visions, right? You know why you see those visions? Because your mind is on that shit constantly. So you're thinking, oh yes, I got my man. I'm gonna have my baby. He wants to fix my credit score. He wants to fix my coochie. He wants to have children. Oh my God, I'm just so in love. So when you're in bed and you're there sleeping with your mouth wide open and drool coming out of it, that's all you think about. I know you. Yeah, whipped. There you go. I am nice. I'm not cursing. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Kay Franklin, how you doing? Nah, I'm just teasing you. You know I'm just teasing. You know I'm just teasing. But it's a good thing. To answer your question, in my opinion, yes, it's a good thing. Kay Franklin, I got a donation from you. Thanks. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. And thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, I just got it. Thank you. I answered your question though. I answered your question, Lorraine. You know. All right, Bethany. But I answered your question, Lorraine. I think it's a good thing though. You look like you got a good man. I told you that already. He's just, you know, he wants to make sure his woman, well, his soon to be woman and baby mom is financially stable. You know? I don't, you know, he's protecting himself, yes, but he's also making sure that if anything happens, you know, you're okay, which is long-term goals and long-term things. You know, that's fine. See, that's also, let me tell you, he's doing that to test you out. Because a guy who's talking like that and saying things like that, you know what he's doing? He's not worried because his money's straight. The thing is he's saying to himself, right? Let me see where this girl's mind is. Does she want my fucking money? Remember I told you the other day, and don't tell me I didn't tell you this, right? I told you the other day that does he pay for everything? And you said, yes, he does. And I said, well, when do you pay for shit? And you say, yeah, I pay it once in a while here and there. And what did I tell you? You got to start paying for shit just as equally because if you don't, he's going to think you're a gold digger. He's going to think that all you want him for is money. That's why he's putting this on the table to see if you want him for money, you want him for love, you want him for sex. What do you want him for? So this is a test to see if you're really about that life. Don't take it personally. Take it as, you know, he's doing the right thing. But some women would be like, oh, you better give me money. I'm giving you coochie. I'm doing this for you. No, 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 no. It don't work that way. You know, he's looking out for himself. It's not a bad thing. He's making sure that you're going to be all right. Right, but that's the right thing to do because some women will just milk the guy for everything he has. And the guy is too dumb and he won't be saying nothing. Because as soon as he say, hey, you got to pay for something, then that woman's going to be like, yeah, fuck this guy. I'm gone. Am I right or am I wrong? You know that's true. Same thing if a guy did that shit to you. You think you're going to pay for a guy all his life? No. Who cares how good that D is? You're going to be like, yeah, I'm wasting my money on this guy for nothing. I'll get some next D and still get paid. You know? Yeah, I know I'm right. Just facts. All right, Kay Franklin, you said, may you get a general. You sure can. And my generals I give for the next 30 days. So from now until April 16th, we'll see what's going to happen. All right? Yeah, why not? There's nothing wrong with it. Well, there you go. If you need him to help you, he's just showing you that, hey, you know, you want help, I'll help you. If you don't need help, then we're good. Just don't make him regret it. Okay, Kay Franklin, what I got for you is you might be worried about your finances or you're fearing your finances will make you feel upset. If you are a generous person, try not to be as generous. And the reason for that is because you might be somebody who has like money and people ask you for it or they want like a like a loan, or they want you to spot them 20 or 50 or whatever, try not to deal with anybody like that in the next 30 days, because they're just going to use you for your money. If you're looking for money, somebody might, give it to you, but with a certain, if you're looking for a loan or like a payment of some sort, somebody might be saying, well, if I give it to you, I got to have some type of collateral or something in return, or some type of paper, or that you're going to borrow this money from me, vice versa. But if it's none of that, it could be just you fearing financially that you might not have enough for something, for a trip. If you're going away on a trip, try not to spend too much money. If you're going away in the next 6 weeks or so, or the next couple of days, in the next 30 days, if you are traveling, try not to spend too much money, unnecessary money. Try and find better deals and try and find better places to live or anything like that. If you're traveling by car or by plane, make sure you have everything sorted out, because you might be like short-sighted on certain things, like any type of paperwork, passports, things like that. When you come back from this trip, or if you're going on a trip, or even if you're not going on a trip, and your travels on your travels to work or to the store, be very like aware that you're going to a place, come back, and go and come in a decent way. Don't go out of control. Don't do anything that's not not going to give you a headache. In other words, I see you having success after your anxiety. If you have anxiety right now and things aren't really going the way that you want it to go, things are going to be more successful in the next 30 days. You'll get better as time goes on. Now, if you are a woman, I feel like you are short-sighted. You feel like you can't see what you really want to see, and you got to accept the fact that spirit's helping you. So if you believe in spirit and you believe in God and things like that, put your trust in them more often. Call out to them. Call out to the people that you have in spirit. Moms, brothers, sisters, dads, whatever, grandmas, whoever's in your spirit world, in your army of spirit, call upon them and say, hey, look, it's me, Kay Franklin. I need help. I need this. I need that. Can you please help me? Nudge me in the right way. Put me in the right situation. Don't feel short-sighted. Like, don't think that you don't have this help. I think that you need more faith in yourself and more faith in your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. Obviously, you're here getting a reading, so you obviously believe in it in some ways. But Spirit's saying to me that you can't be shallow. You can't be like not understanding that this is how it works. You have to understand that these people are in spirit, willing to help you and nudge you in the right way. You just have to believe it more. Okay? If you like to read books, get more knowledge. If you have the knowledge that you need to get to what you have to do, if you're dealing with a job or you're dealing with a business, read up on things. Don't close that book and put it away. Open that book and learn more, or be an open book to learning more. So if you're closing one chapter to start a new one, that's okay. But if you're closing that book and you're staying to yourself and being selfish, then now you're not going to get anywhere in the next 30 days. You might have a lack of understanding when people are telling you things, or you might not understand what you want. So you need help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask someone for the right advice. Don't be afraid to ask people, for a better way or for a better situation, right? So if you're fearing the worst, don't. Because the more you fear, the worse it's going to get for you. Worry breeds worry. So what Spirit's saying here in the cards and in my ear is, you need to make a headstrong attempt to say, hey, I'm going to overcome all my difficulties so I don't have this anxiety of feeling like I'm going to fail. So you can manipulate your own mind and say, hey, look, I'm going to make this shit happen. It's going to happen today. In the next 30 days, I'm going to make my life better, because if I don't, nobody's going to do it for me. But the best help is spiritual help. So if you believe that people in your life is willing to help you, then this is going to happen. So you might have a lack of understanding, a lack of ability, or a lack of faith. So they're saying there's no reason for that. We're here for you. You just got to open up to us and let us help you. So you might be closing that book and saying, I don't need no help. Fuck it. I'll just live the bullshit life. I'll just live this way. I don't care. Nobody's going to help me. You might be hard on yourself. So don't be that way. Don't be that way. There also could be like a man around you that's very temperamental or double dealing or dishonest. This could be a boss, a brother, a father, a boyfriend, somebody, an ex. Stay away from this person. They're over emotional and they could be very dishonest in telling you things that's not true, obviously. And this person like can be shifty, like they can shift to be good, shift to be bad. They have a double personality, two-faced. If you know who this is, then don't believe their lies and just move on. I feel like you have people around you that are not giving you the right go aheads and not doing the right things, or you might feel like you're doing your part and this person isn't. All right. So in the next 30 days, I would say keep working on yourself and keep working on believing that you have help in these situations, whether it's financial, work, business, love. You have to make the decision. You've got to say, okay, I need to do this, this, and this. If not, I'm going to have anxiety. If not, I'm going to be, irritated. If not, I can't. They're saying you got to make adjustments in order for yourself. Take care of you. Once you take care of you, everybody else becomes irrelevant. But there is a man around you that's an ass. Like he doesn't seem like he cares about you, or he might look at you in a different way, or he might be causing some type of like, you to feel temperamental, you to feel angry. All right. So that's what I got in the next 30 days. You might be dealing with this person, but that's up to you. You don't have to deal with this person. You can cut them off, or you can just ignore them and go about your business. All right. Doesn't look bad. It looks like, I think it's more up to you. Yeah, ex-husband. Oh, there you go. He's gonna try and like make life, uneasy for you, or he's gonna tell you lies. He's gonna look at you and trying to get you when you're vulnerable. So don't pay him any mind. It looks like he's going to continue to be a pain in the ass, or he's gonna continue to say and do things that annoy you. So just know that he can just let him say whatever he wants and let him do whatever he wants. At the end of the day, they're your ex for a reason. So they want you to move on from that situation. And I know it's hard, obviously, but it's up to you to make the effort to close that chapter once and for all. Like try not to give him your energy. Like when he starts talking shit, just be like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I ain't listening to that shit. Whatever. Move about your business. So if you continue to do that, you'll be better off. That's my advice. What you doing, crazy? Now it's raining again. Since I've been live, it's been raining. It's the sun, then the rain. Now it's raining again and it's windy. It's like got all dark all of a sudden. You're welcome. You're welcome, K. Franklin, and thank you too. I appreciate it. This crazy dog is chasing her treat. What are you doing? You being naughty? Yes, you are. I know you're being naughty. You're supposed to eat your treat, not play with it. You understand, Dodo? You're welcome. No problem. What do you say? He's testing me. He literally told me he gives me a little challenges to see how I respond to him. He likes to test me. Yeah. It's like me. I like to test you too. This dopey dog. But see, that's a good thing though. You can see that he's a no nonsense type of guy. He wants to make sure that you're not all about like what everybody else is about. See, and the key thing is you've told me that he pays for everything, right? He pays for majority of the things. That's also a test to see if you're gonna come out of your pocket, or you're gonna like, say, okay, yeah, she just wants me for my money. She's gonna keep leeching off me until I say something. Yeah, exactly, K. Frank, and close that door and just leave it alone. Try not to deal with him anymore. because I think he's gonna test your temperament. You know, he's gonna test you the next 30 days, trying to rile you up, trying to say things to you. Yeah, but that's okay. It's okay to pay for stuff, right? I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying he's testing you. That's the test. You see, I did it with my one of my exes too. Like one of my girlfriends, I paid for the first 3 dates, and then after that, when the check came, I left it there and I started talking. And she never took the check or she never said anything. And then when the guy came back and said, "Oh, are you guys ready?" I was like, "No, I'm just talking. My bad." So when I opened up the thing, she pulled out her card and said, "Oh, I'll pay for it." And I was like, "You sure?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll pay for it today. You paid for a lot." I was like, "All right, cool." But see how long it took? Like she would never offer it. So I was like, "Yeah, this idiot just wants, me to pay for everything every damn time." Like after the third date, I ain't paying for that shit no more. You can start paying, because I'm not here to pay for your way. I'm not your daddy, you know? And I'm not even your real boyfriend. We're just dating. So I shouldn't be paying for shit. And the person who put that out there is an idiot. Because everybody should be, you should be your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. That's what it should be like. But people aren't that's the thing. Yeah. And that's the type of person that I am. I like to be a provider, but I'm not going to be used and abused. I'm not going to be used by you. You're not going to sit there and like take everything from me. Hell no. Fuck that. I'm old fashioned too, but to a certain extent. Okay, Ninja, no problem. And that's the thing. I am too. I'm all about, making things right. I want my woman to be financially stable too. I want my woman to, just in case I die and we're together, at least you have your shit right. You know what I'm saying? And like that's a good man. That's a man who wants to take care of you. That's a man who wants to make sure you're okay without him. What if something happens to him? You know what I'm saying? You don't have his account number unless he gives it to you. But that's the thing. But see that if he let me tell you something, he can see your credit and run, and that shows him that he's all about money. So this is the test of time. I see that's the thing. It shouldn't matter about money. It should matter about how much he loves you. Because love is shown in different ways. Love should never be shown with money. You should never buy somebody's love. See, he just wants to make sure, he wants to test you to see if, that's the situation. It ain't all about that. Like, you can see he's the type of guy that wants to make sure you're okay. That ain't love. You know what I'm saying? Love ain't all about money and shit. That's bullshit. See, and my sister found that out the hard way. Because the first thing when my sister and my brother-in-law got into an argument, and he said, "Oh, he told her, I'm getting a divorce, I'm getting a divorce." And then one day she was like, "Okay, you want a divorce?" It was right around before Christmas. She was like, "You want a fucking divorce? Okay, you got one." And then he was like, "Oh fuck," because he didn't think my sister was gonna say it, right? Because he thinks my sister needs him. My sister don't need that fuck clown. My sister's got more money than him. His always the broke one. He's always crying to his mommy for money because he's a rich little spoiled brat. His mommy gives him everything, and my sister gives him everything, and I do everything else. So he don't do fucks. He just has to live. So when my sister said, "Okay, I'll give you the divorce. You can have it." So he's the first thing he said in front of people. This happened at the office, and he says, "Yeah, you want a divorce? You don't want me anymore? I'm selling the fucking house, and I'm taking half the money." He didn't go on his knees and said, "No, please, baby, no, I don't want a divorce. I was just mad. I want you back." No. The first thing he said, "I'm selling the fucking house and I want half the money." Who the fuck says that after you're with somebody for 24 years? So love to you is house and money and more money. So when my sister heard him say that, she realized it clicked in her brain that all this guy wants is money. And he don't love me. Because if he loved me, he would have dropped on his fucking knees and said, babe, no, I don't want a divorce. I'm just mad. I'm sorry. Like, I won't say that shit no more. But he's going through it. He's a fucking idiot. Yeah. So my sister says, I think I just wasted all these years for nothing. And I was like, who's been telling you that for the past umpteen years? I know, Mark, you've been telling me. I said, because he doesn't know what real love is, moron. You dopey women think that this guy loves you because he gives you dick every week. That's not love. That's lust. That's bullshit. Love has nothing to do with money and house. Love has nothing to do with that. Love is shown. Love is received. Love is felt. It's not about materialistic shit. That ain't love. When somebody gives you flowers, that's a material way of showing you love, but that's not real love. Love is you feeling like that motherfucking flower, like you're smelling like that shit. You know? People gotta realize that shit ain't love. That's bullshit. That's lust. And that's exactly what he had. He was only worried about one thing, that coochie. That's all. He ain't worried about my system. Now everybody sees the truth now. They see the truth. She sees it more than anybody, which is great. All right, Ninja, I got you. I got the donation. I'll answer your question. All right, thanks. But that's what it's all about. See, people think that love is money and materialistic bullshit, but it's not. It's not what love is, man. That's why I've really never been in a serious love relationship, because it's always been, Mark, give me. Mark, give me this. Mark, give me that. Mark, do this. Mark, do that. That's not love. Ain't nobody seriously really love me for who I am. They just love the money, the attention, the materialistic things, the fame, the glory, this and that. Oh yeah, Mark's a DJ. He's in the spotlight. Let me fuck him so I can be with the DJ and get him free to parties and do this and do that. Like, I learned my lesson the hard way too. I never knew what love was, because I thought that love was them being around me doing all this shit. But no. That ain't love, yo. Love is affection. Love is real. Yeah, nice guys finish last. But I don't finish last. I finish first. I'm one of those nice guys that always finish first, because I get rid of all my issues. I leave it more. I close that book real quick. If I see that the woman just wants me for what I have and what I'm doing, or just for my D or something like that, I don't want that person. That ain't no love. Fuck that. And love doesn't mean paying for shit either. If she paid for everything and she was rich, that still wouldn't make me love her. I'll be like, this rich spoiled hoe. She just want to buy me everything, give me dick. Please, Mark, give it to me. I was like, look, woman, ain't all about sex all the time. Where's my love? Where's the passion? I don't give a fuck about your $1 million house or your $1 million coochie. I don't care if you bought me an Adidas jacket and a hat and some sneakers. I don't care. That ain't love. What you talking about? Yeah, and honesty is everything to me. Once you trust somebody, I feel you can love that person forever. Trust is everything. Like, even if you try to catch that person in a lie and they prove to you that they're trustworthy, that makes me love you. That's what love is to me. Is like finding out that this person really is truthful, really is honest. Because a liar has no proof, and a liar is the devil. A liar is a person who's going to lie to you to get what they want. And if you're lying to me, then how can you say you love me? Because if you lie so much, you tell me you love me, that might be a lie, right? You can't love somebody and lie to him every day. You crazy? A Porsche. Yeah, exactly. All right, Ninja. what I got as far as finances and stuff, I think that you'll have the abundance that you need in the next 30 days. Between this month and next month, I see that money will be okay. You'll have enough. And you'll also be able to dish it out if you have to. But I think that it looks very favorable, and I think everything will be productive and everything will work out. You'll be happy with your finances. But this is saying that the men around you, like for instance, your husband, your grandchildren, or anybody else, can be someone who would take those finances for granted. So if you get your finances straight, the only way they're going to be straight is if you don't have to dish it out. So if you're not, you can be understanding, loving, and caring, and open to give money to people, or to these people in particular. You've got to also take care of yourself. So in order for you to be happy, you've got to hold on to your finances in order to have it. So this is saying to me that you're going to be happy and abundant, and you'll have everything you need financially, and stuff like that, or you'll be helped financially if you need it. But this is saying you have to learn from your past. In the past, if you were the giver, then you can't be that giver anymore. You can only give to yourself. Yeah, if you're cheap, then stay cheap. Don't give nothing to anybody, because I feel like either your child, or your children, or somebody young, because I got two knights here. So two young people are going to ask you if you can help them financially. But if you cut that off and stick to your guns and say, you know what, I've learned my lesson from giving. I have to take what's mine and run with it. I can't give you nothing else. Right. So your past is going to try to haunt you again in the next 30 days. It's saying that you're going to have the finances that you want, but it's for you. It's handed to you. Like, you have everything you need. You got everything you need, but people are going to say, hey, where's mine? Can you give me something? Give me, never get. Don't you know your manners yet? That's what you tell them, Right. Well, you know what I mean. So this is telling me that the only way you're going to be financially stable and financially happy is if you keep the money all to yourself and you don't give out handouts. So the more you hand out, the worse it's going to be, obviously, because you're never going to get it back. That's what they're saying. But it's also telling me that you have to learn from your childhood. You have to learn from your past. You have to learn from these. You have to fade these images out. You can only do so much. And then now you have to you have to reflect on the past and make sure you don't do the same thing you did in the past. So this is saying, like, you can have a very favorable outlook on finances and on, like, but you have to love yourself and say, you know what? I've done my part. I'm not doing anything else. This can't be going on forever and forever. But you're going to have some tricky situations here where people are going to show they're going to show their deception. They're going to show they're capable of trying to swindle their way into your account, into your money, into your hands, and into your mind. So don't allow them to, like, play the victim, is what I want to say. So if they play the victim on you, say, oh, well, just this one more time, I need this money, I need that, you're going to be like, nope. You have to be an Aquarius. I know you are an Aquarius, but you have to be a strict Aquarius, and you got to say no. And when we say no, we're the worst people in the world. But if we say no, we don't have to say yes anymore, because we made our point. No is no. F off and leave me alone, even if you have to say it. So in order for you to be stable and you to be happy with your finances and your life in the next 30 days, you've got to say no. It's like saying no to drugs. Just say no. Just say no. Because these people are like using you as an addictive drug. They are addicted to you giving them shit all the time. So if you keep giving it, then you're going to lose. So you have to put your foot down and finally say no. Just like me. Ever since I said no, I've lost friends. I've lost everybody around me. And guess what? I've gained my life back. I've gained my own finances. I'm more financially stable now than I've ever been in my life because I say no. No. And I don't mind saying no. It don't faze me. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. I don't give a shit about anybody else because ain't nobody helping me. And that's how I look at it. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. But that's the thing. I used to be always the giver. Every time somebody asks me for something, even a bum on the street, they be like, "Hey, bro, you got $1?" I be like, "Yeah, here." Now I'm like, "Fuck you, I ain't giving you shit. It's all about me now. I need my own damn money. I'm worked hard for my damn money. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no time. There's nothing wrong with saying no. Like you don't have to be nice to everybody. You don't have to give people shit. And that's the fact. Everybody's got to wake up and realize you don't have to give nobody nothing. And if you think by giving people shit every day you're gonna get tenfold, that doesn't work that way because you're giving to the wrong people. You're not teaching them a lesson. I had to teach my sister that. I said, "You're giving everything to this guy and he ain't giving you nothing back." And she'll put her head down and be like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "You know, but you keep doing it. So you're putting that person in bad habits. It's your fault. You got to say, no, we can't do it. And once you say no, it's going to blow up in that person's face or yours. And you're going to be like, you're going to be tested to say, okay, let me give it to him. So they'll, let me give them a pacifier so they won't stop crying. You can't be like that. You can't be giving everything all the time. You can't. You have to have boundaries. You have to have limits. Like, no, not today. I can't. No. Oh, but you got money. I don't give a fuck if I got money. If something happens to me, I need to cover my ass. Am I right? Of course. We have to take care of ourselves. Self-care, self-reliance, self-stability, self. Not selfish. Self-love, self-everything. You could be selfish, but for yourself. And it does. And even if someone says, "Oh, you're selfish, you're not giving me nothing," and you got it. You say, "Well, I got it because I work for it. I got it because I'm not in your situation." You put yourself in your situation, that's not my problem. I know it's hard. I know we want to help, but sometimes it's not our duty to help. We're not put on this earth to help people and help everyone. We're in this world to live the life we want to live. We're not supposed to be living someone else's life. And I'm guilty of it every day. I try to help my parents, but then you know what? Last week I was like, fuck them. I'm not helping them anymore. I'm not helping them find a car. I'm not helping them doing nothing else. I need to take care of myself because they drive me crazy. And they left me alone. All week they haven't mentioned anything about the car. They haven't mentioned anything at all. Because they know I'm done. I'm had enough. Like I gave you an opportunity to get the right situation and you fucked it up. So why am I gonna keep doing it? And that spirit's telling me, look, Mark, it's not your problem. Let them do it on their own. Let them find their own shit. And then you can say, okay, see, I told you so. And everybody says that I live to tell people I told you so. But if you're coming to me for advice and you're coming for me for my help, and then you go against my help and my advice and you do the wrong thing, you expect me to feel sorry for you? Hell no. Fucking care. That's your problem. You see me? I'm doing everything I have to do. You're not. That's your fault. I'm not a know-it-all and I'm not always right. But I know what I'm talking about. If I'm experienced in some field and I'm telling you my opinion, then obviously I'm telling you because I care about you and I don't want you to make the wrong decision. But some people don't look at it like that. They just look at it as, oh yeah, it's all about you, or you think you're always right, or you're a fucking idiot. Okay, well then don't listen to me then. You see me going around asking anybody for fucking shit? No, because I have my own shit. I got my own ways. Leave me alone. It's that simple. I'm doing my own life. Time's flying. Now the sun's back up. Oh God, Lorraine the Pain has donated. the same person that said, I'm not getting readings, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Uh-huh. Right. I never judge you. I don't judge you. If I judged everybody, nobody would like me. I just give people advice, that's all, and tease them. That's all. Sometimes my teasing helps you to realize like certain things, you know? Everybody worries. We all worry. But it's not, you're not supposed to put your worry burdens on people. You're not supposed to worry too much because worry just breeds worry. Worry is not healthy. Worry is just something that people put in your brain. You got to live life every day and say, you know, I'm going to make this happen. I'm not going to worry because if I worry, I'm going to go drive myself crazy. That's what I did last week. I'm not worrying about my parents and their car situation anymore. I'm going to drive myself nuts. They'll get their own shit. I don't care anymore. I'm done enough. They have 4 kids. None of them want to help. Then I'm not going to help either. I'll be in the same category. Because I've done more for my family than anybody else. And I'm fucking done. I've had enough. It drives me crazy. This year, I'm helping me. I got a lot of things coming up. And when I get to my little shop over there and this divorce is settled and I get to be, you know, in my own little world over there, people are going to see a different person. Yeah, because when I stop helping, somebody else has got to step up or you're going to have to do shit on your own. That ain't not my problem. No, it ain't. I'm not making your problems mine. Hell no. Especially here in my, you know, here at home. I'm not making nobody else's my problems mine. What would you like, Lorraine the Pain? Yeah, Ninja, I don't mind, you know. I know you asked me, your fellow Aquarius friend, and that's cool. I appreciate that. At least you take my advice, you know, my what I gotta say, my advice seriously. Well, let's check. Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. So in the next couple weeks between you and S, I would say it's going to be a lot of romance, a lot of peace and feeling good, and being together will bring you guys together. It'll feel like a holiday. It'll feel like a pleasurable time. It'll feel like successful. It'll feel joyful. You guys will be eating good, feeling good. The more effort you guys put into it, the better you'll feel. But I still think that S is very uncertain and he feels like he's going to like lose out or um he's gonna feel like he has to get rid of a friend in order to be with you 100%. So I think a friend of his is influencing him to not be so close to you, and to like feel you out and try and I think this friend is getting into his head because I see another guy here like influencing him, um, to feel a certain way or to like go a certain way. So he's very influenced by another person. Could be a brother, could be like a friend of his or something like that. Like this person saying, hey, look, remember me, remember you, these bitches ain't loyal, something like that. Or they might be say, hey, look, be careful, because coochie ain't everything, these women are crazy and blah blah blah. So he might be like kind of making him feel very uncertain. He might be telling people like, hey, I'm with Lorraine this weekend, I'll be chilling with her, blah blah blah. And be like, man, you whip, man, you be with this girl all the time, and you crazy, we need to relax, man, stay single, bro, don't get hooked up. So he's being influenced by somebody. And this person is influencing him because they've been through hell as well, right? But I still feel like things are going to be good between you guys. And I think that you're going to like see, like, you're going to, after spending this time with him, you're going to see more to him than you've realized. And he's also going to try and test you more and more. And he's going to see if you have the power or the oomph to like show, like he's going to see if you're weak or if you're strong. He's going to really put you to the test over these coming weeks. And the test has already started with him checking your credit and things like that. And the reason he's doing this is because he needs to find out if he's really with somebody that he can trust and love. He's going to maintain the peace with you. He's going to try and find balance. He's going to call a truce with you, but in a way where it might bother you. So he's going to keep testing you over these next few weeks. He's going to keep seeing if you're really one of those women who talk to hear themselves and things like that. He really wants to find out if you have the balance that he's looking for. So he's going to put you to the test, see if he can break you down, see if he can put you, see if he can get a reaction out of you, see if he can be let me try and get her a bit, emotional or mad to see how she blows up or see how she carries on. So I think he's going to really put you to the test in these coming weeks. But I don't see nothing too bad. I just think that he really wants to find out if you're the real deal. He's going to really put you to a test of time. So be aware of that, just understand that he has insecurities. He's obviously had a bad relationship before this. So he's not taking it out on you. He just wants to make sure that you are the right person for him. He thinks you're very fair. He thinks you're very good. He thinks you're a good person. But he wants to know if this is a self-satisfaction thing. He wants to know if this is always going to be about you, if you're making it about you. And he wants to know how firm you really are. He wants to see, let me see how really smart this woman is. Or let me see how really, strong she is mentally, Let me see how I can test her and put it to the test. I'm going to see if she's an imposter. Because if you say to him, right, if he says to you, right, if he says to you, hey, look, do you want to do this, this, and this? And then he's going to be like, okay, yeah, cool. And he's going to be like, yeah, see, she ain't about that life. She's an imposter. She talks to herself. If you keep telling him, hey, babe, I know this, I know that, I do this, I do that, or I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. If you put yourself on a pedestal, he's going to be like, oh, really? You think you're all about that? Well, let me see if you're really all about that. He's going to try and make you bite your words. He's going to try and make you, say who you really are. So don't lie, be honest, because the more honest you are, don't be afraid to say you're not this or you're not that. Be honest the whole time, because he's going to try and catch you in a lie to make you look like an imposter. He's going to really, really test you. So earlier when I was saying those things, it's coming out in the cards again. He wants to see if he can turn you upside down and try and shake something out of you. You know how you hold somebody upside down and you shake them to see what comes out of their pocket? And if nothing comes out, you're like, okay, they're not hiding anything. So he wants to see if you're hiding something. It's not so much he's insecure. It's just that he doesn't want to catch himself in another fucked up situation, which is understandable. But at the same time, as long as he doesn't tear the ass out of it, then it's okay. But to be honest, he's an honest person. He's mature. He's friendly. It seems like he's very smart. He might have like serious education where he's like he has a good job. Like if he's a very educated person or he likes to learn a lot, this is him. And he wants to be a father. He wants to be married generally, but he just needs to find the absolute correct partner. So he's gonna put you through the ringer. He's gonna put you through the test. So he's a no nonsense guy, and he wants to make sure you're not there just to like take a ride. He wants to make sure like is this the right woman for me? Am I really with the right one? Like let me put her to the test. But I think he's putting you to the test because his friend or his brother is influencing him to say, hey, look, don't let that coochie fool you. Don't let her beautifulness fool you. Don't let her ass fool you. Don't let her body fool you. Don't allow sex to get in the way. You better make sure she's the right person. Check her credit, check her emotions, get her mad to see how she really like is. I think they're gonna put you on a list of tests. So if you pass the test these past couple weeks, and also test him as well. Use reverse psychology. Use reverse psychology. So whatever he tests you on, you test him as well. Because a lot of people like to put people to the test when they can't pass it themselves. So just remember those words. Remember what I just said. People like to put people to the test, but when they get tested, you got to see if they pass the same test you pass. So if I pass, you better pass too. Because if you're putting me to the test, you better pass the same fucking test. Because if not, you're gonna look like the idiot, not me. And trust me, that's what I do. That's why all these women, they run from me. They're like, fuck, Mark used reverse psychology on my ass. Fuck, I gotta get away from this guy. He's too fucking smart. That's why women don't really, they look at me like, this guy is weird. He made me look like an idiot. Like I put him to the test, but they put me to the same test and I didn't pass it. He used reverse psychology on me. I can't stand this fucker. A lot of women do that shit to me. Because I'm an open book. See, I'm honest from day one. If you say to me, hey, Mark, what do you do for a living? I'm going to say, look, I'm an electrician. I do maintenance. I do this. I've been on my own for 16 years. I do psychic shit. I'm honest. Like, so when people hear the honesty, they're like, is this guy just gloating or showing off? Or is he really this person? So when I show the person that I really am that person, they're either going to get excited to be with somebody like me and be happy that they found somebody like me, or they're going to be like, well, this person has more than me, so how am I going to fit in? What am I going to do for them? See, a woman always thinks that they have to do a lot more than what the guy does to gain their respect. It doesn't work that way. All a guy really wants is trust. All a guy wants is to know that their woman is by their side. That's all a guy really wants at the end of the day. And I know that's a fact. And I know women want the same thing. But women want more security. They want, financial security. They want love. They want to be actually acknowledged for who they are, not just a piece of meat. And I understand all of that. But not everybody has those intentions, So you got to keep testing their sincerity is what I say all the time. Test their sincerity. See if what they really say they mean, and see what they mean, what they say. There's nothing wrong by testing a person, because if they're tested and they pass the test, then they're going to look at you and say, see, I passed your fucking test. I don't have to prove nothing to you no more. When I finish proving somebody who I am is true, they either accept me or they get rid of me. They don't want to talk to me because I'm too fucking truthful, or I'm too nice and they don't know how to deal with me. Or they think that, oh yeah, if he's nice to me, he's nice to every other bitch. And then they can't handle it because that's their own stupid insecurities, I mean. Yeah, but see, a woman A woman and a woman and a man and as a man is a different type of test. You know what I mean, Becca? I understand what you're saying. I never had to test you because I don't look at you as a girlfriend. I look at you as a friend, right? But if I was testing you as a girlfriend, I would say what I said in earlier in this live. You have a child, you're still cool with your baby daddy, so I'm not getting involved with that because you pretty much admitted that you guys are still connected, right? But as a friend, I'm not going to be jealous of that because I don't give a fuck about your love life because I'm not wanting to be your boyfriend. I'm your friend. I'm your daddy. I'm your psychic buddy. I'm your friend. Yes, but you see what I'm saying? The level of testing is different. So your level of testing with Lorraine is different because you're not fucking her. You're not a lesbian. You're a woman that's looking at her as a friend for friendship. So there's a different type of like vibe there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to test them out in that way because you're not. It's a different type of test. Well, see, that's the person who's probably like looking at you like, yeah, whatever. The brother. That's why the brother came up in the reading. I think he's trying to warn his brother from making a mistake. Because some guys will look at a girl and say, "Oh yeah, I can see she's full of herself. I can see she's a hoe." I can look at a woman and say, "Yep, this is a hoe." I can look at a woman and say, "Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's genuine." And then I can look at somebody, anybody, a man, woman. I can just judge them, but judge them in my mind, and my judgment might be wrong. And that's where I'm gonna say, okay, I have to test this person, or I have to get to know this person. When you see somebody, you always judge them. It's a thing. It's just a regular thing. And don't tell me you don't. You do. Everybody judges a person when they first see him, right? That's the thing. You have to make sure that your judgment becomes a reality. You can judge people, yes, but don't judge them in the wrong way. You got to give them a chance to prove themselves. And I always feel like that's my opinion. Like, always give somebody a chance because you never know what they're going through when the time that you meet them. They might be going through some bullshit. So you have to get to know somebody. You can't get to know somebody in a week or a month or 2 months or 3 months. Some people have known people for a year and never known something about them, right? So it takes time to know people. That's why I don't rush into anything. Time is time. I don't want to say that to you. I don't, you know. I've seen you live, yes, but I don't know you. But my opinion of you, honestly, I feel like you're a good person and you want what's best for you, but you have to work on your insecurities. You have to work on your worry. But if you go live and you talk to people and you don't fear what you look like, then that's a good sign. You see what I'm saying? You put yourself on live and you show your face, you show yourself. And I'm not against anybody who doesn't or does. I'm just saying my opinion on you is, if you're showing yourself, that means that you're aware of what you're showing. You're aware of how you want to be. So you don't really care too much about your appearance and your way you are or how you perceive yourself as you go forward. So that's already a good thing. I just think that you should keep your life. My opinion to you is I think you should keep your life to a limitation in these chat rooms as your friend. The good thing is not to say too much. And if you do, delete all your comments so the next person doesn't know about your life. That's just my opinion. Because in these chat rooms, you never know who is listening. You never know who's watching you. And you never know who's hating on you, putting shit on you. Because when you're vulnerable, they'll know. And I don't agree with saying, I say a lot of things on here too, but I don't give a fuck. See, I'm different. Everything I say is true. So my thing is, if you say everything on here and you're honest, then you don't have to delete anything. You don't have to show anybody anything, right? So if you're telling the truth, then you have nothing to worry about. But if you're a psychic and you're saying things and another you go in somebody else's room and ask them a question, they're gonna already know about your life because they can't read you. So they're gonna mention things that they see somewhere else, you know? You know why, Becca? I'll tell you why. Don't take that personally. I told you, never take that personally, right? Let me tell you. If you don't show yourself, your face on camera, then that person, people that come in that room are going to judge you. They're going to say, oh, Becca don't show her face. And, you know, she's probably like hiding herself because she doesn't want to tell the truth, or she thinks, or maybe she doesn't want to show herself because, you know, she's a liar or she's a bullshit psychic. You know, people are going to always have their opinions of you, right? But you've shown your face. We know what you look like. You've posted your pictures on your chat. But you yourself, you feel comfortable not showing your face. But other people and their opinions don't matter. But that will make somebody think different of you because you don't show your face. And some people would say, well, she shows her pictures, but she don't show her face. She's a delusional woman. She's dumb, or she's insecure, or she's stupid, because why show your picture and you don't, you know? No, but I'm saying people are judging you whether you believe that or not. You see what I'm saying? Oh my God. See, now you're going to blame me for that shit. Look, I tell you, don't take that shit personal. I'm just telling you how people perceive people that do that. You see what I'm saying? People perceive that. Right, but that's okay. I'm not saying you have to be a good or bad. I'm telling you what people think of you. I'm not telling you what I think of you. I could care less. I've already told, if I thought any less of you, I would not be in your room supporting you. I would not support you like I do. You don't show your face. I don't give a fuck. It don't phase me. It doesn't, it's not my I don't care, because I still talk to everybody who don't show their face. I don't give a shit. Like, that's just me personally. I think that people think because you don't show your face. Now listen to what I just said. I think that people perceive people who don't show their face as someone who is hiding something, because that's what people have said in chats like that. They say, oh, you don't show your face because you're hiding something. But that's just what people's opinions are, delusional opinions. You know? Right, see? But I get along with anybody who don't show their face because I don't give a fuck. Me personally, I don't care. And being a woman, I understand you don't want to show your face. You know? That's the thing. It is what it is. To me, it don't phase me. I'm just telling you what people think. What people think and what people, you know, perceive is their way, you know? Right, exactly. That's what I just said. It's boundaries and privacy. Because for a woman, it's a lot different. Because if you show your face all the time, you know, they're gonna see you, they're gonna, like, you know, they could take pictures of you, they could put it somewhere else, they could do shit like that, or they can just get a certain vibe off of you. Whereas some people don't go to people who don't show their face because they feel a certain way. They're like, oh, if they're not showing their face, then fuck them, you know? And people who show their face, they could be the biggest liars in the world because they don't have no shame. You see what I'm saying? Right, but I'm not against it. I'm just saying what people think. So you said right there, I didn't know when somebody chooses not to show themselves on camera, it speaks about their character. To me, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, as somebody else, they might look at you as a different way. They might look at you like you're hiding something, right? That's how people perceive you. They're going to say, oh yeah, she's hiding. Or she don't want to show her little pretty little ass because she thinks she's better than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I'm just letting you know how people could perceive you. Me personally, you know, I don't have a problem with it, because I know I've known a lot of women that told me, look, Mark, I don't want to show myself on camera because, you know, I don't want guys to be good, you know, acting up and being, pervs and shit. And I understand that totally. You girls can do whatever you want. I don't judge any of you for showing yourself or not showing yourself. But Lorraine asked me, you've seen me live. Be honest. What do you think? So I already told you what I think about you, and I haven't seen you live, right? But I've seen your pictures. I've seen what you look like. So that's a different. You're not really hiding, but to another person that doesn't have your IG, you gotta and exactly what Shakima says here. Their opinion doesn't bother me, especially since I know why I don't. Exactly. But not everybody thinks that. And it doesn't matter what everybody thinks. I'm just letting you know that that's what people have said in a chat, not in your chat room, but that's what people have said in other people's chat room. I don't want to say the woman's name, but there was a woman that I used to go to and I never saw her face. No one's ever seen her face until last year when she finally came out and said, I want to show myself. I want to show everybody what I look like, blah, 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 right? You know who it is, Shakima, right? And nobody said in her chat room, oh, you don't show your face, you're a fraud. Even her name said it all, right? But I used that against her because she was disrespecting me. And I said, yeah, that's why you don't show yourself or show pictures of yourself, because you're a fucking con artist, right? So I said that out of anger. Whereas another person would say, oh, she's only doing that for her own safety, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. Like that's your choice. That's your choice. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at anybody different because they do or don't. I'm just asking a friend. I'm just asking. You're just asking me as a friend my opinion. I'm telling you what I think, and what I'm telling you what other people perceive people as that do that. Yeah, but that doesn't. But see, Becca, you don't have to show your face to be a good reader. God doesn't show his face. Jesus doesn't show his face, and people worship him more than anybody in the world. People trust and love him, right? Nobody here is seeing Jesus in real life, but you worship him. Those who worship him, right? So I don't have a problem with that. I worship somebody I don't even know. I don't even never seen in my life. And that's why I don't judge you or anybody else that don't show their face. I could care less. Me personally, I could care less. But it does define someone's character to other people, because everybody has these delusional thoughts in their mind of how they perceive a person. Now, I speak to people all the time, face to face. Sometimes people don't want to show their face. They want voice notes, they want emails, and they don't want to show me what they look like, and that's okay. It don't bother me. I don't fucking care. I know Luna too. I've been in her room. I've gotten a reading. I've gotten 2 readings from her before. I don't judge people who don't show themselves. But if you're talking shit to me, then I'm gonna mention that just to aggravate you. But that's about it. It doesn't faze me. Let me tell you something. I have a woman that comes in my room that's my friend, and I've never seen her ever in my life, face to face, on video chat, nothing. I've just seen pictures of her, and she's one of my very good friends. I don't have to see her face or video chat with her to know who she is. I can just feel that she's a good person. And she's been one of my long-term friends forever. And I've never seen her, never video chatted with her a day in my life. But I love her to death, and we're very good friends. So it doesn't bother me. I don't want you to take this personally. I'm just telling you what people say and how people perceive people. They make it known that, okay, well, if you're not showing yourself, then we're kind of suspicious of you, which is understandable to some people. It's delusional to some people, but it is what it is. Who fucking cares? I'm sure there's people that come in your room that you have never seen on video chat in your life. You don't even know what they look like, but you trust them and you love them and you like them, right? It's the same thing. Right. See? Yeah. It's interesting to hear, but to me, it never makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference at all. Feeling is more than seeing, but some people, it's seeing is believing. You see? I'm just telling you how people perceive people. It doesn't mean that I'm like that. I'm not. I could care less. There's a lot of people in here I've never seen in my life and never video chatted with them, never had a conversation with them face to face. But I don't judge them. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. You know? This is all Lorraine's fault. See what she starts? She asks me what I think because I've seen her live. And now, I'm getting, judged about it. See, so Lorraine's always a pain, she's always bringing up these things. Becca, sweetheart, I don't look at you no different, sweetheart. If I did, I would never even talk to you. I wouldn't even give a shit about you if that was the case. So I've always told you, don't ever take what I say personal. And I know you probably didn't, but I'm just letting you know that I have nothing against it because I already know what you look like. If you don't want to show yourself live, that's your choice. I respect that choice. I love that choice because as a woman, I understand you guys have boundaries and you want to protect yourself. And that's great. I like that, but me, I'm an open book. I don't give a shit. And that don't make me different than you. You're a great reader. Everybody loves you. People from your life come over here because you trust me. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I've always respected you. I've never said to you, oh, you should. Have I ever said to you, show yourself live and you'll be a better psychic? Never, ever have I said that to you. And I never will because that's your choice. I respect your choices. By far, I do. Never, ever have disrespected you like that. And I never will. I'll always support you no matter what. As long as you don't disrespect me, which I know you won't. You be good. We're good. You're my little angel. Remember that. I'm just telling you what delusional people think. Yes, it is your damn fault. See? Now you made Patrick look at me different. See? Damn SpongeBob always fucking starting trouble. I know tons of people. I have tons of people, tons of friends, And Shakima's my witness. I did a tarot class with 9 people in my tarot class all at once. And do you know that only 2 people showed their face and the rest kept private? So I was doing a tarot class to people I didn't even see. Did it bother me? Did I say, hey, you got to turn on your camera? You know what I'm saying? I never said that. Shakima would tell you, she's known me for a while. I've never, ever done that. She was in my class. And I never told anybody to put on their cameras because you have to, because I have to see your face. You're paying me to do a job. I don't give a fuck if you show yourself or not. It don't faze me. I still don't know what those people look like because I don't care. No, only 2 people did, and that was it. And that was just like once in a while, and then they turned it back off because they were, want to listen. I can just hear their voices. I heard their voices, but I didn't care about if they turned the camera on or not. And that didn't define my vision or opinion about them. I just know that they trusted me to give them a lesson. I never told them turn their camera on. Never have, and I never will. I even give people an option when I read for them. Say, look, I just want to hear your voice so you can say, because the reading goes faster. If you're paying me $50 and for half an hour, I give people the option. You can either turn on your camera so I can see you, or you can turn on the voice so I can hear you, so the reading goes faster and you get your money's worth. If we're gonna type, it's gonna take forever, and you're gonna lose time and lose money. So at least let me hear your voice. If you don't want me to see your face, that's fine. I don't care. I don't judge you, and I wouldn't give a shit. And I've done that for the past umpteen years with no problem. I don't have a problem with it. So, and I'm not going to defend myself anymore. But that's my opinion on how people view people. It's just like when I came on here, they said, oh, look at this guy. He's 40 something years old and he dresses like he's 20. That's what this guy said to me. He says, look at you. You dress like you're in the 1990s. So how is the way I dress affect the way I read you? Don't I read you? Aren't I right about you? Why are you coming here for readings if I look like I'm 20 and I'm 40? You fucking moron. What does that have to do with with what I'm doing here. My purpose is to read you. My purpose is not to do a fashion show for you, moron. I dress like this every day. So when people say that shit, they try to decharacterize you. They try to disrespect you. But if you take the disrespect as from that one moron, then you're going to dwell on it too much. And you're going to start to change how you look because you feel like everybody thinks that of you. Whereas some people come in here and be like, fuck Mark, that fitted cap looks hot. Oh, I love your jacket. Oh, I love that shirt. Oh, you look nice today. But this one moron says to me that I'm trying to look younger. I don't give a fuck about your opinion, you weirdo. So I dissed him back and he didn't like it, and that's why we're not friends no more. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't care. If I look younger, that's better on me. Yeah, exactly. But you know, this is why I try and tell people don't worry about what people are saying to you. It don't matter. As long as you're happy, and as long as you are who you are when you appear on here, that's all that matters. You have to be yourself in order. If you're doing good, the only way you're going to read, let me tell you something. Before I leave, I have to go. But before I leave, I'm going to make things perfectly clear to everybody in this room, right? This is my opinion. If you yourself, if you're happy and you come on live and you read somebody's life, you're going to get the right answers. You're going to get the answers that person needs to hear. You're going to get the right answers. If your life is good, you can read somebody else's life. But if you come on here with problems, worries, and anxieties, you shouldn't be reading nobody's life because you're going to affect what comes out of that reading because you are not stable enough to read somebody else. So my advice is if you're happy with yourself and you're content with how you are when you go live, then you should be reading everybody perfectly fine. You will never have a problem. But if you come on here with fucking problems, you're going to cause problems. It's that simple. No, and that's the thing. You shouldn't be reading nobody's life if you're off. You know, that's my opinion. You shouldn't. You should be reading people at your highest point and your most, respectful point. You should be coming on live when you're fully happy and fully aware that you're about to read people's lives. So you got to do it in a secure, trustworthy, decent state of mind. Don't be doing shit just to do it. And if you're mad or you got anxiety, you shouldn't be coming on here. That's just gonna affect how you read and affect people's answers. That's also my opinion. Don't sit here and be like, oh well, I'm not gonna be happy every day. But if you're not happy, then don't come the fuck on here then. I have a different opinion from a lot of people, and my opinion should never matter to you if it doesn't resonate with you. Just like how your opinion might not resonate with me. It's only an opinion. We can all get along. We can all have fun. We can all be happy just by accepting the fact that people have other judgments and other opinions. It's that simple. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go pick up my mom and dad and take them to the funeral. So I got to go pick them up. I got to be chauffeured today. And I'll be back tonight. I'll probably be back like 9 o'clock or so. Maybe before, I don't know, maybe before or after around that time. I'll be back. But it was nice coming on here and talking to you all. It's nice coming on different times because I get to see different people. And sometimes the same pain in the asses, which I love anyway. It's all good. All righty. I will see you all later on or next time. You guys enjoy your week and your weekend. I'll see you guys next. In a couple more hours, I'll be back. All righty. See you later. And thanks for the donations and the support. I appreciate it.